Now look, that right there is chemistry. Ladies, when is the last time your man's come by and kissed you on your neck? I'm serious about this. Y'all just make everything into a joke, and I'm serious. When is the last time that your man has come by and just kissed you right on your neck? Or tried to swoop down and kiss you behind your ear? That's what I'm talking about, ladies. There's something chemical that attracts Carl more to Debbie than to our sweet Wanda. We love Wanda. We do. We love Tina. We love her to death. But the chemistry's not there, and you can't change that. You can't buy some special perfume or go buy some special designer jeans or try to go for a guy, especially guys will try to go buy him a new truck and hope that all of a sudden they can get that chemistry back. They get that chemistry back. No, Carl will tell you, it doesn't work that way. I am going to go in and kiss Jamie on the neck right now and see if it gets any reaction from her. That's what I'm going to do. And Jake needs to video this moment.
Several of our travelers and also providers who I've tried to push toward cops. And for whatever reason, like you see that list on there.
I have a horrible feeling about what's going on with poor Wanda. And maybe I'm humanizing this a little bit too much, but what's happened is Carl has made his, I'm just gonna say his selection. Carl has made his selection of who his favorite girl is. And ever since he's made that selection, I've noticed that Wanda has been a little bit in the dumps. She's been a little bit depressed. She's not real sure why he didn't choose her. She's sweet, she's pretty. You see, ostriches, especially when you have more than one female, and you need more than one female, the male ostrich is known to pick his favorite girl. A male ostrich will pick his favorite girl, and the other two become sort of like subservient to them. And I feel really bad about this because for some reason, Carl never really gave Wanda much of a chance. Carl never really gave Wanda much of a chance. He picked Debbie, and I mean, you guys can see there's not really much of a difference in Debbie and Wanda as far as his physical appearance. And so if you think that Carl is just being so shallow and he's only picking Debbie because she, well, I probably just shouldn't say that, but if you think Carl picked her for a physical reason, maybe she got the right dimensions as far as the TNA goes, you're wrong. And I can't believe you would even think that, because these are animals, guys, and sometimes at some point you have to stop. But in saying so, Carl did pick Debbie for a reason. There's something that he sees in Debbie, that he does not see. Oh no, Marcia, you're trapped. Marcia's trapped. Go, Marcia. Go now, baby, go. All right. There's something that Carl sees in Debbie that he doesn't see in Wanda. And so I'm going to talk to y'all about something called chemistry. And unfortunately, there are too many men and women, especially young kids, who are just entering the dating world who don't know much about chemistry. Baby, you look like your shoulders are slumped, like you're so hurt, love. Baby, you're still my favorite girl. I love you, baby. I do love her. So kids, and even adults, when they start dating, they don't understand the importance of chemistry. Guys, it's the most powerful influencer to determine if a relationship's going to work or not. It's a physical, it's a chemical, it's a sexual, it's a chemistry. And either you got it or you don't. Seriously, either you got it or you don't. And I'll tell you what, you can tell almost immediately. All right, so I know that a lot of y'all are offended. Lester's supposed to be a farm channel, and why can't we just talk about animals? We're talking about animals, y'all, because animals are not so different than you and me. They're not so different than you and me. And that's the whole thing. At some point in your life, I'm going to say this and you are going to be so mad, but I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes you might realize that it wasn't actually your spouse, your husband, or your wife who you shared the best chemistry with. That happens sometimes. You get married because everything's kind of falling into place and it's that time, and everyone expects that it's time for you to be married because you're at that time of your life and you should be married. And so you find someone that's handsome and someone that treats you nice. And guess what? Dun, 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 dun. And you're married. And you're supposed to be happy, right? You're supposed to be happily married. But then, a little bit later on, something happens and someone shows up into your life. And even though they're not your husband or they're not your wife, they're not your spouse, they're not the parent to your children, but my God, there's something about them that just, there's a chemistry, there's a chemical attraction that you just cannot explain. And so, of course, if your partner finds out, immediately they begin to try to figure out what this person has that they don't. They try to figure out, what in the world does she have that I don't? Or if it's a guy, what is it that he has that I don't? A man, I know from a man's perspective, he's like, I go to work every day and I support this family and I love my children. And that is all true. And you better respect that, ladies. But then you have this variable, this thing called chemistry. And sometimes people can just not have that kind of chemistry. And so no matter how much you might love somebody and how great they are with the kids and how, much your family love them, you just can't take your mind off that other person that has all that chemistry, that you share so much chemistry with. Now look, that right there is chemistry. Ladies, when is the last time your man's come by and kissed you on your neck? I'm serious about this. Y'all just make everything into a joke, and I'm serious. When is the last time that your man has come by and just kissed you right on your neck? Or tried to swoop down and kiss you behind your ear? That's what I'm talking about, ladies. There's something chemical that attracts Carl more to Debbie than to our sweet Wanda. We love Wanda. We do. We love Tina. We love her to death. But the chemistry's not there, and you can't change that. You can't buy some special perfume or go buy some special designer jeans or try to go for a guy, especially guys will try to go buy him a new truck and hope that all of a sudden they can get that chemistry back. They get that chemistry back. No, Carl will tell you, it doesn't work that way. Y'all, it doesn't work that way. Chemistry is something a lot more powerful than what Lester can describe. Oh, it's more powerful than a love language. Because, yeah, your partner, you share a love language. But, man, when it comes to stuff like that right there, listen to me. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I'm serious about this. I want y'all to go right now and you go find your partner and you just kiss them on their neck. You just lean over and you kiss them right on their neck. and just see if you can make the see if you can make the sparks fly. Just see if you can get the sparks to fly. Now, if your partner looks at you like you're nuts, turns and backs away and kind of like pulls their head out of the way and says, what in the hell's wrong with you? Then you might want to sit down and have a long talk about chemistry. Because I'm going to tell you something. In the long run, you can ask yourself, which one's going to win? Which one is going to win? Seriously, if it comes down to just being a good man or a good woman, or having chemistry with somebody, which one is going to win? You know who's going to win? Being a good man or being a good woman is probably going to win in the long run, but you're always going to be threatened by that one chick or by that one fella who that girl just can't say no to. Listen, I'm just going to tell y'all this. I do not mind admitting my own weaknesses. There has never been a woman that I've known or dated, Jamie included. Jamie doesn't care if we talk real. That's the beauty of this page, is that we have real talk. There has never been a man or a woman that I've known that doesn't have somebody who they have just this chemical attraction to. And it sucks if it's not you. It sucks if it's not you. So you're asking yourself, so what do you do, Lester? What do you do? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You move that woman halfway across the country to get her away from that mess. Well, that's what I did. That's what I did. Hey, we're not going to be trying to move Debbie anywhere. Debbie's not moving any place, all right? We're not moving Debbie. We are not moving Debbie. But it's true. There's certain things about people, and it's a deep, some kind of a very deep connection. And sometimes you got it, and sometimes you don't. And I wish that I had better news for you. If you're sitting there saying, darn, Lester's talking about me, and I don't have that kind of connection with my partner the way I used to, guys, it's nothing that you're doing wrong. And that's the worst thing to do, is start blaming yourself, start trying to change things about yourself. It's not that. It's chemistry. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if a word of what I said is true. I don't know if a word of what I said makes any sense to you whatsoever. But what I do know is what I observe. And what I observe is that Carl seems to have some kind of a strange attraction, more so to Debbie than he does to Wanda. And that makes me feel a little sad for Wanda, because she's a good, pretty girl, and she deserves to have her own fun in the sun with Carl. She deserves that, Debbie. So maybe you can try to find a little time to take a break and let Wanda live a little. Just saying. You don't got to rub it in. Oh, I got chemistry. We got chemistry. Seriously. I'm going to get off this subject now, because I'm afraid I have upset some people. And that was never my intention. I am going to go in and kiss Jamie on the neck right now and see if it gets any reaction from her. That's what I'm going to do. And Jake needs to video this moment. Oh, she's going to be mad. But this has to happen. Jacob? Yes? I know you're busy working, but I need you to follow me in the house for a minute. Just come on in here, Jake. I'm going to walk up and kiss Jamie right on her neck and see if it gets any chemistry, if there's any chemical reaction.
Why do you want me to go for this?
You're gonna be my videographer.
I don't want a video if there's chemistry.
If there's chemistry, Jake, you will know by the look on her face and the look in her eyes. And if there's not, you will know from the look on her face and the look in her eyes. And I, Jake, I am going to try to bring chemistry back into relationships. Anyone that watches this channel better get ready. Oh, I hope she's done it in the Zoom call.
What's she gonna call?
All right. Jake, take my phone. It's already recording.
Fix your beard a little bit on the right. Yeah, okay. There you go. Your hat's a little crooked.
Ready, Jake?
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I have daylight call. That's fine. I think that I will, if it's okay, add Cheryl and Nick to the call on Friday. Then is that okay? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was wrong. But at least you have a week to do it. So what do you need from me? You need us to just set
I just need you to send me the rate. Yeah, the rate request for a recommendation for interim, and then long term, and then sort of I guess the St. Louis and Kansas City markets, and then whatever locum rates or whatever the locum companies are also advertising.
St. Louis and Kansas City are how 4 hours.
St. Louis is 3.5, and Kansas City is
Look
2.5.
at that one lady in the corner. She knows something's going on. See that one lady in the corner in the blonde in the bottom corner? She knows something's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just really quick before we hang up and talk about this, guys.
Okay.
I mean,
They're about to hang up. They're about to hang up.
We gotta get aggressive, but long-term engineering. Let's take the hospital. Turn the corner is a little bit more realistic with some of the right candidates. He's gonna get good position.
So I've talked to several of our travelers and also providers who are I've tried to push toward cops. And for whatever reason, like you see that list on there, there's a few of them on there. They're working with OVHD but weren't willing to go to cops even for the 140 plus travel full time. So those are kind of quality.
Might not have worked. That right there, Jake. Look at her eyes. Look into her eyes and see if you see happiness.
She kind of looks like she wants you to get away.
Maggie, do you love me? Mm-hmm. See, Jake, that Maggie. Look, my love, Maggie. There, there, there. That's what I mean, Jake. That right there is chemistry.
That's chemistry right there.
That right there, Jake, is when you know you got good chemistry. Right, Maggie? I'm okay. I'm okay.